Hey guys, it's Laura and welcome to Angel of the Week. And also, we're going to do a little bit of art. So get out your, acrylics, watercolor, crayons, colored pencils, pastels, whatever, you name it. Um, this was inspired by the Paint from Your Soul classes that I'm going to be doing. The first ones are going to be the archetypes, so like female archetypes. So keep your eye out for that. But today we're doing something where it's going to be connecting with color through your angels, and specifically this time is Archangel Michael. And he said he kind of volunteered. My guardian angels told me he wanted to come forward and be a part of this. So we're all going to connect with him as best as we can. Don't worry about skill level. If you're a beginner, it's just feeling into your intuition, okay? So I have a little bit of a story. Okay, I just got back from a trip with my family and something really shifted for me. We did a lot, but it did not feel rushed. It didn't feel forced. And it made me realize the more we try to force an experience, the less we actually enjoy it. And I see the same thing happen with art and creativity. The more we try to control what we're creating, the more disconnected it can feel. And I also have a little side note on that. I do watch a lot of bios and things with musicians. And I was watching the Michael Jackson story, and he said at one point he was in a swimming pool surrounded by his relatives, and his brothers were asking him, "What are you doing?" He's kind of just laying there, looking like he's in a receptive state. And he said, "I'm listening for God because I don't want Prince to get the ideas," or something like that. And I was like, it hit me, like musicians especially use their intuition with songwriting and creating. They just allow it to flow out. So why not with art? We can just allow things to come, and we don't have to judge it, whether it's pretty or it actually looks like anything. We're just getting it out for the joy of it. And why not? It's self-soothing. So we're not going to force anything when we do this process. Instead, we're going to allow something to guide us. You call it your intuition, your energy, guardian angels, God, what have you, that helps you to connect with that other part of yourself. So we're just going to close our eyes for a moment, feel into our heart, asking the guardian angels to place us in a sacred container. And we're asking them to help us with connecting to Archangel Michael. And we're just going to ask what color wants to come through for me today. Okay? Don't think about it. Just notice the first color you feel or see. Okay? So start to have that in your mind. And I'm going to move the camera down to my canvas. And one thing too, Archangel Michael, if you're somebody that's into angels, he always is associated with different types of blues and purples and that. But he has said to me he doesn't want people to just do stuff with purple and blue. He wants to give them individual messages. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to move the camera now. Now it's up to you on how you want to go about doing it, okay? So for this one, I'm going to do acrylic. So I have stuff that's from like the hobby store. These are like cheap from the hobby store acrylic. But I also have something a little bit, like I have this type of thing here. So it's up to you guys what you want to do. Like I know I do a lot of watercolor with it. So let's go ahead now. If you already have your color, you want to get out the crayons, the watercolor, acrylic, whatever you're going to use, okay? And make sure you have everything around you, okay? So you have your water and your brushes, everything that's needed. And remember, this isn't about being perfect, having to have something that everybody's going to like. It's about tuning into your intuition, seeing what wants to come out, connecting your guardian angels, helping you connect with Archangel Michael, okay? So remember, I'm just going to start with that color and let it move. Let your hand move before your mind understands. You don't need to know what this is. Just follow the color. There's nothing needed to figure out. You're allowed to have something come through for the greatest good. And you just want to think about, this is what it's like to create without having to prove anything to myself or other people. And I'm just having fun and connecting with the angels. So for me, I just happen to have this deco art is like a pink color. And that's what I was guided to do for myself. So if you want to share in the comments, you know, what were you guided to do, or what colors came out for you? That's what I'm going to start with. So I'm going to shake this up a little bit, shaking it all up. And then I'm going to put some on there. And I got also the color red. So I'm going to do it from the deco art. And I'm just shaking it up. Got my brush. And some people are going to be guided to make shapes with it. Okay, it's not just going to be, you know, like you're just putting colors on it. Okay, some people may get symbolisms, things of that nature. So I'm going to go ahead and start here. They told me to do a heart, and I'm going to put one side pink and one side red. And that's going to be, I'm doing it in X's. So I'm going to go ahead and do it this way, putting on X's. So this is what I'm being guided to do. And as I'm doing this, I'm asking Archangel Michael to come in. What does he want me to know or to understand about this image? Now, what he told me, it's kind of like he's giving me something for a reading. So I am guided to do like a yellow next. So I'm going to do the Art Deco yellow. And, okay, he's telling me, he said that the biggest theme that he is bringing out here is that people are not connected enough to what Spirit is guiding them to do in their life. Okay, so he said the biggest way is through the heart. Like you've already seen if you've been on this channel a couple of times, that the heart is, they always say, open your heart, you know, things of that nature. And what I heard is he wants people to embrace the heart chakra. So I'm guided, see, I'm going again with the X's, and I'm putting a darker shade here. This is what I'm being guided to do, guys. Okay, I'm doing yellow on one side, red on the other. And that was something where I used to do painting parties and stuff at restaurants and that to help people, or office parties. The heart symbolism, as Michael said, is he wants people to reach out more to others, to be of service. He said, instead of people complaining or fighting against the system, do something about it. That's what Michael's all about. So I was guided to do, I was guided to do blue next. So again, for some people, you just may have one color. And what I heard, Michael said, if people are just getting one color and they're just kind of putting it around their page, that they want to think of it as Michael's asking you to bring in that energy. That the colors symbolize light rays, and they all have different functions. And so he's saying, bring that energy in. So here I have blue and yellow. So I'm just gonna, that's what I'm being guided to do next. So we have the fire and water elements is what I hear. But what I got also is don't try to categorize. You know, a part of the paint from your soul stuff is trying to get away from categories. But this is what they told me that it symbolizes for me. Okay, I didn't go to that right away. That's what that was brought to me. So now I'm just going to do what I feel is going on. So Michael said the perfect blend is the balance of your emotions. So he's saying this is your emotions. So this is kind of the reading for the week. Emotions with your passions. Okay? And what he told me is that you can't go wrong if you focus on those two things. And see, now I'm putting a little bit of the blue in the heart because he wants that to carry over. And he said he wants people to connect with him and ask for an upgrade to your heart chakra. And that may mean you may be more open to people. You may have more love to give. It's not about being a martyr or sacrificing yourself for others. The angels always told me, you know, like, that's not needed anymore. We don't need people to do that because it's like they lost a lot of good people by, you know, like throughout history because the people, their heart center got open wider, they served others, and then it became like something where it was to the detriment of their own health. So what I get is balance those energies, balance that out within yourself. And what I heard him say is you'll be unstoppable. If you're grounded in the heart center, you'll be unstoppable. So we're just going to ask Archangel Michael to upgrade our heart center for our greatest good. And they said if there's people here, they prefer God or Jesus, just say, God or Jesus, please help me upgrade my heart. Let me know what I need to do. And he said, stop watching jokes and memes where they're making fun of people because it starts out kind of playful, but then people get really nasty with it and they hurt each other. So I heard he's saying, try not to watch that stuff so much because it kind of desensitizes you and it causes pain for others. Okay, let's see. What else am I guided to do here? Let's see. I feel like I'm at the point where it's like, okay, what else am I guided to do? So here's what I'm doing, guys. I'm just listening to what Spirit wants to bring out and the colors that I feel. So how I'm getting this is I'm just focusing on what's the next color I should use. Okay. And I got a blue again. So like a darker blue. And I'm just going to use it to kind of outline this part. You know what? If you guys see any of my artwork, I'm a big outliner. I have to outline everything. It's very, very true. Even when it's like, okay, maybe that's not supposed to be outlined. But you know what they showed me is just do what feels right for you. If you need to outline it, outline it. Now, another thing with art is we can always overdo it. So here's where the intuition comes in really good. Is the intuition, you could just say, okay, God, angels, Archangel Michael, please guide me on when I should stop. what your main message is for me. When should I stop? Okay, they're telling me do the other side of this heart, and then I'm going to stop. So again, if anybody would like to share, if you experimented with this, maybe you're just watching this video and you'll try it another time. Just focus on what does Archangel Michael want me to know, or God, Jesus, however you want to do it, and then go from there. Okay? So that was our main message from Michael. Let's see. He did guide me to pull a card from my oracle deck. It's Angel Prayers and Affirmations. Okay, so this is it right here. And this is on the link in description if you're interested in it. But I kind of use it like an oracle deck. The backs of the cards are here. So it has different types of angels and things of that nature. All right, so let me just see, where am I guided to pull? One from the bottom. Okay, that was fast, so we got this one. So this is our takeaway message, which it says, Archangel Uriel and Michael, thank you for boosting my confidence to make a commitment to my health, partnerships, and community. Amen. So that, and it's kind of funny because these are the cards with the heart. So I'm just going to lift up the camera a little, and we're going to kind of see this from a different angle. So that was what I got. So this is what it looks like without forcing, forcing art, forcing things to look beautiful. I just happened to get that symbolism, and nothing was scripted. Sometimes, I like to sketch stuff out first, and then I'll get the paints or, whatever I feel like using, okay? When you do that, something more honest and more you begins to show up. And that's the best part out of doing intuitive art and, doing paint from your soul. So on that note, I'm going to show you guys my painting that I did from Paint From Your Soul. So in this here, this is my archetype. And I went with the mother. So there's a lot of different archetypes that come up. So we have the warrior, the goddess, the mother, and so on. And so I picked mother, and I was thinking of Mother Earth. So I put some flowers around her. I gave her different colored hair. I put some greenery around her. And then that's the earth. So that part is still in the works. So if you guys would like to sign up for that, I'm going to start putting out links for it. And it'll be something that will help us to get in tune with each other and have a good time and relax as well. Okay, so with that, guys, I'm going to stop here and take care.